Hello and welcome to Heat C of Robot Carnage Series 3. Last week saw Petrified take control of its battles while Arnold A took out its targets with precision. Let's take a look who'll be in the war zone tonight. Series 2 bronze medalist Xerox had a great run last series but fell short at the hands of Ice 2. They returned with a better axe and more red paint. And exploding into the 14th seeding is Nitro. With speed and power on its side, let's hope their dreams of winning don't blow up like last time.
So tonight we have Xerox, that little Axebot toy who made it all the way to the grand final but fell short at the end. And also tonight includes Nitro with that incredible speed but has a habit of falling apart in its battles. Let's see if the seeds can keep themselves together.
From Texas to the USA, Xerox.
Compact, agile and deadly with that axe. Not the most damaging weapon, but has made surprises in the past and has always made it past the heats.
From East Sussex, Tiberius.
The Emperor rules with an electric crushing claw. Maybe a little sluggish, and the weapon hasn't been fully tested in combat yet.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
To see what Xerox can do, swinging attacks already. On repeat again and hitting nothing. Tiberius trying to find that sweet spot and not really managing to get to it. It's quite a narrow shape. Is Xerox. Tiberius unable to get, and now managing to get underneath and bringing down the claw. Xerox managed to get away, bouncing off the pit release button. And they're just sort of sizing each other up from the edge of the pit, and now Tiberius underneath. Xerox are now bringing down the claw and crushing down onto the body, into the axe mechanism, squeezing down. And Xerox managing to get away. The axe is still swinging. Tiberius managing to get into the back of them again and pushing Xerox around, showing them all corners of the arena. The axe still swinging madly. No control over the axe, just hoping for the best. And now underneath them again. Didn't bring the claw down this time, could have done over the wheels. And more random swinging from that axe. Not an awful lot of control, boys. Thought you were better than this. A little bit stuck near the pit release tyre, but Tiberius seems to be doing okay. Just running rings round about each other. Xerox a little unsure what to do. Still spinning. Not really going in for the attack at all. Until... well, this hasn't really gone down and Xerox is going down now! They've gone into the pit! Tiberius hit the tyre! And down they went! Spinning madly, getting stuck over the pit. And as soon as they did, Tiberius took the opportunity and hit the pit release button, sinking the third seeds into oblivion. You can see they're trying to get away, but it wasn't to be. Down they go. Managing to get away from the edge, but they've gone down. Tiberius are the winners of this battle.
Cease.
Crushing the hopes of the third seed, and Xerox sinks into the pit. Tiberius rolls on. Time to make an explosion in the arena.
From Inverness, Nitro.
Very fast and very powerful. New electronics give the robot a better chance, but the faster speed makes it really hard for it to control, and could end up in pieces.
From Somerset, Big Cheese.
The lifting arm of the cheese wedge can lift 200 grams, low to the ground and sturdily built, but being flipped over could mean the big cheese turns into a mild cheddar.
Roboteers, Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
It's going to be a test of strength with this battle. Nitro hitting the walls again already. Not the best control, boys. Trying to get underneath the Big Cheese, and Big Cheese managing to get underneath him and lifting them up with that arm, and Big Cheese stuck against the barrier. Nitro give them a bit of a lift, seeing if they can get away, and they have done. Another shove, another hit off of the walls. Nitro trying to get into the back of the Big Cheese and flip them over. Nearly had a chance there, but didn't take it. Big Cheese, quite cumbersome, managing to tip Nitro back up onto its back, but Nitro can self-right. It's stuck onto the wall again. Up into the corner. And Nitro, with that new lifter, hasn't gotten underneath Big Cheese as of yet, until now. Just managing to get them lifted a little bit, but wasn't too high, not enough to lift them over. And both of them smashing into the walls. So much for a battle of control. That new drive of Nitro's is far too fast. Another couple of runs and underneath him again, and the weapon's gone! Not gonna lie, I was kind of half expecting that to happen. Nitro's lifter breaks off like it did last time. So now Nitro doesn't really have much of an offensive weapon, apart from just its ramming speed. But I'll tell you something, it's doing well. Managing to shove the Big Cheese all around. Big Cheese stuck against the barrier again, and now Nitro pinning them into the corner. And using that lifter to maybe try and get Nitro out of the arena. Didn't quite manage this time. Coming back down, other end of the arena for a good run up. Still into the corner and nearly hitting off the pit release tyre, and down to the last 10 seconds, and it kind of looks like one of the wheels is actually buckled in Nitro. And if that's the case, that's going to be damage counted against them. And it's down to the judges.
Cease.
A close judge's decision, but they've given the win to the Big Cheese. Thus put both seeds into the redemption round, and a new blood left to fight for a place in the semi-final. Two machines from the classic era, Big Cheese and Tiberius. Time to see whose ruling will reign supreme.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
This could be a really good battle here. A crusher against a lifter. And Tiberius trying to go in, find a nice catch point on the Big Cheese just to grab hold of them and maybe puncture some of the insides. The Big Cheese is very sturdily built, so it's going to be a little bit tricky for Tiberius to find a catch point. But that won't stop them. Maybe a bit of a chase sequence around the arena. Big Cheese lifting nothing at the moment. It's still just sort of almost like testing the water, seeing where the best angle is, and the claw goes down onto the Big Cheese. Hasn't pierced, but now we know that the Big Cheese has a bit of a catch point that Tiberius can exploit. Running rings around each other again, and now Big Cheese stuck into the barrier again, and Tiberius getting underneath him and bringing down the claw, squeezing in. And now, just trying to get into the seam where that panel is and let them go. I'm not entirely sure if anything was done, but time will tell, and Tiberius nearly lifted up, pinned into the arena, and the lifting arm of Big Cheese just got underneath them, but missed, so it didn't quite flip them. Another grab from Tiberius into the back. That seems to be the weakness. Big Cheese underneath him again. Another dance in the middle of the arena. And another chase. Backed into the barrier. Tiberius trying to get anywhere except the front. And Big Cheese running away it seems. More spinning around. Last 10 seconds again. It's going to go to the judges again. It's been an interesting battle. Not quite the tussle I was hoping for, but
Cease.
let's see what the judges have to say. Another decision from the judges later, and it's Tiberius who moves on to the semi-final. Big Cheese will get to try again, but first we have to lose another seed this early on in the competition. It's the 3rd seed versus the 14th. Xerox versus Nitro.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Time to lose another seed. Will it be the axe of Xerox or the lifter of Nitro? Nitro went in, nearly lifted them up, but Xerox is looking very slow. To the point that it's not really working at all. Nitro puts down the pit, but trying to lift Xerox, and a little flip, and that seems to be it. The axe isn't swinging, the wheels aren't spinning. I've kind of got a feeling that too much damage was caused in the fight against Tiberius, and Xerox didn't have anything left. They're being counted out. What a shame for the 3rd seeds. They did so well last year, but it's new blood that's taken the reins now.
Cease.
Nitro moves on. Too much damage from the Tiberius fight cost Xerox and left it immobilised as Nitro blasts into the semi-final qualifier. A chance for revenge. Nitro will have to be careful it doesn't fall apart this time. Who will claim the win in this rematch?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And the vengeance battle begins. Nitro going in and very aggressively, nearly flipping the Big Cheese, managing to get underneath it. Didn't use the flipper in time. Now chasing them down. Big Cheese, a little bit wary now. Nitro has gotten its drive and speed under control now. So it's going to be a case of, oh, nearly getting them over. Got into the back, pinned them to the barrier, used the flipper and nearly lifted the Big Cheese up and over. So Nitro has full control of its own lifter now, and maybe not there, getting lifted itself. The Big Cheese trying to get away it seems. Another lift from Nitro. Big Cheese underneath them, pinning them into the barrier. Nitro trying to get away. Big Cheese not letting them, pinning them in for a few seconds. Nitro getting round, nearly underneath them again, and Big Cheese system stopped a little bit on the pit, and Nitro have just flipped the Big Cheese over! They were stuck for a bit too long. Nitro took advantage and used its new improved lifter and threw the Big Cheese onto its back. And can the Big Cheese self-right? Nitro, I think, trying to get them out of the arena. Nearly getting lifted themselves as Big Cheese tries to self-right, but it's not happening. They're being counted out. Excellent competitor in the Big Cheese, but the 14th seed was just too powerful in the end.
Cease.
And Nitro topples the Big Cheese and speeds off into the semi-final. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And join us next week where 4th seeds Atomic and 13th seed Sparks will do battle against Teddy's Revenge and Rick Roll.